If the flawless crystals are procured for us, yeah. Well, I say substances, but one I just will call them substances entirely. Yeah. So I wish to entrust you with the payment for our purchase and send you to speak directly with Guildmaster Serendipity. Mayhap the presence of such a distinguished personage will spur the guild into action. In any event, it is my hope that when we next meet, you will have found at least one of the 4 varieties of ether required. Well, I'll try, buddy. Goldsmith's. Hello, my friends. I'm looking for ether sand. Oh, where I can procure some? You're pretty. Soft. Mr. Serene, welcome. What brings you here, if I may ask? I need some ether sand. You're here on behalf of the Sons of Saint Koinok? What fortunate timing! We're just about to contact Master Rambro with the news that we finally managed to acquire a quantity of fire aspected ether sand. I'm afraid it may be some time before we can supply the other 3 varieties, but you are welcome to settle accounts for that which we have now. Please speak with Jamim over the... I do beg your pardon. It seems she's assisting another customer. Hey look, it's Biggs. Come on, there must be something you can do. Without that sand, we'll have to rethink our whole design. I sympathize with your plight, sir, but as I explained, the ether sand in question is already spoken for. If you'd like to reserve the next shipment, then I would be happy to accept the funds you're offered as partial payment. Partial? Are you saying it's not enough? We're already stretching our research budget as it is. I suppose a man can do without a midday meal for a year or two. There's, it's been too long. What brings you here then? Got your eye on something expensive, have you? Actually, we're here for the ether sand. What now? That is quite a money pouch. The sound of so many guild clinking together is strangely satisfying, is it not? Calming and yet invigorating at the same time. Oh no, you're here for the blooming ether sand, aren't you? Oh yeah? It's our dog. Well, I can't deny the elegant civilization is a subject worth researching. Chief said he was looking into something big, but we never thought to ask him what. Wedge and I have been too busy tinkering with a new airship design to think of much else, see? Well, I say tinkering, wrestling will be more like it. So after such wringing of hands and gnashing of teeth, we've managed to put together a prototype crystal-powered propulsion system. We got the idea for it when we heard how you lot had used a corrupted crystal on board the Enterprise. As a matter of fact, anyway, to cut a long story short, our design calls for all 4 varieties of ether sand. You don't say. That's why I can't just relinquish my claim on this batch here. Even for you, lass. How are we meant to usher in a brave new age of technological innovation if not by technologically innovating, eh? While I hesitate to interrupt such an impassioned speech, it really compels me to point out that this lady is a representative of an organization that reserved the ether sand in question. Mention nothing of the fact that her purse is considerably larger than yours. Oh, it's like that, is it? I got friends in high places. Sorry, buddy. Alright. This batch is yours. I'll let you have it. If you're going to take my sand, it's only fair that you grant me a role in this project of yours. I'll take that as a yes. It's not every day you get a chance to experiment with the wonders of the ancients. With any luck, they'll inspire me to think up another technological innovation or two. Looks like a Oops, sorry. Now then, from what you've told me, I'm guessing you'll be needing the other 3 varieties of elementally aspected ether sand as well. Rather than sitting on your rump waiting for the shipment that may never come, I reckon your time will be better spent looking for the stuff yourself. It just so happens that I know of a good place to start. There's said to be a peddler in northern Thanaland who, very occasionally, handles the earth-aspected variety of ether sand, which is in the process of confirming the rumor as we speak. I know what you're thinking. When did my timid little friend decide he didn't need me to hold his hand anymore? The answer being, just the other day. Seems he's been inspired by a certain adventurer's heroic example. I thought he was joking when he volunteered to go to Thanaland without me. I just hope he manages to stay out of trouble. Head out to Blue Fog and you should find him poking about with his new bodyguard. Oh, did I not mention her? Wedge thought it might be wise to hire an adventurer to accompany him, just in case your heroic example turned out to be less inspiring than he first thought. Wedge, I'm gonna get that sand before you. Save your greetings. If you're looking for a hired blade, then you'll have to look elsewhere. After the day I've had, the only company I crave is the squat, silent type. The type that has a handle and holds no less than a pint of ale. You wish to hear my tale? I warn you, 'tis no stirring epic. But as you asked, my employer, a Lalafellan lad, wished to pay a visit to a peddler who deals in some manner of special sand. Forgot what it was called, but 'tis apparently worth a small fortune. Anyway, when we arrived, the man claimed his stock had been stolen by bandits. Determined not to return empty-handed, we crept into the bandits' stronghold and set about locating the stolen goods. Long story short, alarms were raised, rogues were awoken, and we fled in a blind panic. I was separated from my employer in confusion, and I have not seen him since. Oh, a friend of yours, is he? You best be prepared for the worst. 'Tis just possible the poor son may yet be lost in the old Amagina, Northrwine. But I fear the bandits will have caught up with him by now. Don't worry, Wedge, I'm coming. I'm worth like 1,000 of her. Heading out here? You are. I want to have your back towards the fucking door. Oh. How could it be so stupid to stick into a bandit's lair? It's just not the sort of thing I do, and I'm going to die for it. No, I just need to calm down. I can do this. I can be brave. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to walk out of here. Here we go. Yeah, I'm sorry, please don't kill me, I promise I'll leave and never come back. Hey. Saris, is that really you? How'd you find me? Can you smell fear? A little bit. Well, I think that's just me. Actually, ignore that smell. I expect you're wondering why I'm here. I was just in the process of retrieving some stolen ether sand which Biggs and I need for our research. As it happens, it was, I concede, perhaps a touch foolish and very near fatal. But I did succeed in snatching the stuff before my bodyguard ran away and several dozen bandits came piling after me with knives and axes. Whatever looked very much like a plank with a rusty nail in it. Anyway, the important thing is that the stolen ether sand is right here in my pot. Oh dear, it must have fallen out when I was taking evasive maneuvers. It seems I won't be leaving this infernal place for a while yet. You'll find the ether sand in my stead? Yeah. Kinda need it though. Oh, thank the gods, you're a true friend, Saris. Hope the search doesn't prove too troublesome. The bandits don't seem to care much for visitors. It shouldn't be too hard. Oh yeah, it's taking a long ass time to pick. And helping me, Cactar? Are you still hiding? Saris, have you had any luck locating the ether sand? I did indeed. Yes, that's it. I must return to the workshop at once to tell Biggs the wonderful news. What's that? You also on a mission to collect ether sand? And you're working with the chief? A treasure trove of the League and knowledge, you say? I see. You should really be the one to have this. Biggs and I are far from exhausting all possible avenues of airship innovation. It sounds as if your problem can't be solved by any other means. This expedition of yours sounds jolly interesting, I must say. I'm half inclined to join you. In fact, I think I will. Any venture worth the chief's time must be worth a look. Right, I'm more than ready to leave this awful place behind. You should return to Mordona with that ether sand before there are any more, little mishaps. Be sure to keep a close eye on your pockets, Harris. Yeah, I'll be sure not to drop it. Thing still looks so creepy. What the fucking haze going about? Even creepier that it's technically not dead. Ceres, you have returned. I take from your presence that you were successful in procuring some ether sand. Tell me, which variety did you find? Got fire and earth. I see, 2 varieties. Well, that is 2 more than could reasonably be expected. 2 less than I had hoped you would say. Forgive my flippancy, you have done well. Truly, if all goes to plan, we need no longer fear death by fire of earth. Master Gargon, if you would be so kind as to prepare the relevant crystals. I shall set to work immediately. Truth be told, I've been looking forward to this. One does not encounter materials like these every day. Speaking of which, how in the 7 hells did you find them? Mistake me not, old friend. I know only too well how capable you are, but ether sand isn't something you can simply find gathering dust at the back of a merchant's rare gem cabinet. Get help from Biggs and Wedge? Trust them to design a revolutionary new engine the moment I turn my back. As a genius meant to rest on his laurels when his employees are so damnably inventive, eh? Now that they're determined to join us? And now they're determined to join us, are they? Typical. I jest, of course. It'll be good to have them around. Still, as a matter of professional pride, let's endeavor to procure the 2 remaining varieties of ether sand before they arrive, shall we? Tell me, Rambros, have we any information on where the water and wind aspected types might be hiding? Not as of yet, but I have made certain arrangements. We shall soon see if my efforts have borne fruit. Forgive me for observing, but you seem less enthusiastic about that prospect. If there's a complication, I'd rather we discuss it now than risk jeopardizing the expedition. Mayhap an explanation is in order, but first, let us savor the preliminary victory that Ceres has won for our cause. Only for a moment. Yay! Heaven's on. Yes, I must speak of the arrangements I made to acquire the 2 remaining varieties of ether sand. Some days ago, I asked a Charlene acquaintance of mine to travel to Gridania and there gather the necessary materials. Since that time, however, I have heard nary a whisper from him. To be frank, this lack of communication is not entirely uncharacteristic. But I cannot discount the possibility that something ill has befallen the man. Unless we do not have time to investigate his fate. As I have mentioned before, the more we delay our expedition, the more likely it is that the Crystal Tower secrets will fall into the wrong hands. Therefore, I would entrust you with the same mission I assigned to my friend. Travel to the Black Shroud and seek out Parsimontre, the master of the markets in Gridania. If anyone knows where ether sand might be, it's he. It's that guy. I remember trying to fucking pronounce his name the first time I started playing this game. Ow, my ass. Stuff happening. These new faces. Well, 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 if it isn't you. Yes, I'm sorry. Did you say you wish to purchase ether sand? Forgive me, madam, but have you the faintest idea of the rarity of the material you seek? I have not seen so much as a grain of ether sand in these markets for many a long year. I could tell you where one might find the ore from which the water aspect of the variety of the abrasive is derived, but only a desperate fool would willingly set foot in the place. You seem undeterred. Very well. Are you familiar with the Earth's gift? That is where the ore is to be found, in an area inhabited by a particularly pernicious hog. Should you encounter the betusked nightmare, you will know that you are in the right place, albeit at the wrong time. Well, does he not remember me? God, thundering out. Marcus. You are too late, adventurer, and not only for the entertainment. You will find no trace of the ore which but recently lay here. Nay, not so much as a speck. Who the fuck is you? Oh no, you will never spy me from there. For the time being, at least, you will have to trust the evidence of your evil. Now stop squinting at the foliage and listen. As I told you, the water-blessed mineral you hope to find is gone, taken by me. Victory has made me magnanimous. However, accordingly, I have decided to share the location of an alternate source of ether sand with you. The wind touch variety. To be specific, I trust I have your attention. Good. A band of Ixal in the North Shroud keeps a quantity of the abrasive for the purpose of removing impurities from lesser crystals. Well, do you mean to dally here all day? Make haste, adventurer, before I snatch another prize from under your nose. This is to be a race. The XIV logging grounds in lodging grounds in the North Shroud of your destination. And that is where the real amusement will begin. May the best man win. I'll be sure to get there before you, bitch ass. Gotta get there quick. Ah. Shit. Aha, mine now. Bravo, that was quite a show, adventurer. Why, the spectacle proved so enthralling that all thoughts of ether sand slipped my mind. Gonna show yourself now? I appear to have forfeited our little race. Congratulations, the wind-touched abrasive is yours. And yet, having been treated to such a memorable performance, I cannot help feeling that the greater prize is mine. This inequity must not stand. I insist that you accept a token of my appreciation. Payment for this entertainment will be waiting for you to the east, in a clearing within Proud Creek. Here retrieve the gift ere it is crushed beneath the iron feet of the Doolans. Water best, Etherson. Data list. Huh. Not what you were expecting. I took the liberty of refining the ore from Earth's gift into ether sand. You keep it safe, adventurer. Lest you accuse me of playing games, you should know that the thought of relinquishing my prize never once crossed my mind until I saw you in action. Such deeds must needs be rewarded. It is my vocation, you see, to record history as it is made by mortal men, and I much prefer to chronicle the accomplishments of the bold and the mighty. Thus, it is my fervent wish that you continue your career with the same courage and zeal you have shown today. We shall meet again, adventurer, and sooner than you may imagine. What a nice guy. Breasts. Ooh. They're gonna be surprised when they find out that I got all the sand. Be like, how the heck did you get that? And I'd be like, I did stuff. This looks weird. What news of your mission? Are we any closer to acquiring the remaining abrasives? You betcha. You bet your sweet pippy. You brought both? I shall have Master Garland begin work on the crystals immediately. There, that should do the trick. Excellent work. We now possess all 4 of the fangs required to pierce the Crystal Tower's defenses. My compliments, Master Garland. Oh, it was a trifling matter, I assure you. Ceres here is the one you should be thanking. Anyway, by my reckoning, there's nothing stopping us from striding upon the Allegan's front door. You can't go without us, Chief. Biggs and Wedge. Biggs, Wedge, come to lend a hand, have you? Well, it's not every day you get the chance to study the wonders of the Allegan Empire, is it? Their technology makes scarlet moths look ancient. I appreciate your enthusiasm, lads, I really do, but we're not here to take this knowledge for ourselves. Twice in the last decade, the promise of unimaginable power has prompted men to meddle with technology they do not understand. And the realm has been dragged into the very brink of oblivion on both occasions. We should not be so irresponsible as to risk another. Wedge, do you recall our company's creed? Yes, Chief, it's a freedom through technology. Exactly, freedom. When we forsook our homeland, we swore that we would have no truck with machines that could be used to promote tyranny. That has not changed. Should you feel tempted to break your oath, remember this. The wonders of the all-knowing Allegan Empire could not save their civilization and have damn near doomed ours twice. That's why we must explore the Crystal Tower and, if needs be, seal away its secrets. Compelling viewpoint. It is unyielding wills such as yours that have defined the course of history. In your voice. What is that? Is that the one that helped me get the sand? So you return at last. What pray tell has kept you so wholly preoccupied that you could not spare a moment to inform me of your progress or preservation? Why, the task you assigned to me, of course. Surely you have not forgotten about the ether sand. I tasked a passing adventurer with delivering it. A more capable courier I could not imagine. Micote. Greetings, adventurer. Did I not say we would meet again? I believe an introduction is in order. I'm Giraha Tia. Giraha Tia, one of the students of Valdesian. I look forward to joining you on your groundbreaking expedition. Giraha Tia has been assigned to the project as an observer. Hope you will forgive him his eccentricities and I hope you will forgive him his eccentricities and welcome him as one of our own. He did help me get the sand, so. So then, our fellowship is complete, and all stand ready to step into the unknown. 3 cheers for Noah. What's Noah? Noah? That is the name I have chosen for our little collective. Given our differing backgrounds, we cannot very well call ourselves the Sons of Saint Koina, can we? But we must have a memorable appellation if our venture is to leave its mark in the annals of history. I could claim that Noah stands for Nominated Observers of Artifacts Historical. So it does, technically, but my true reason for choosing this name stems from the fact that it is shared by a vaunted Allegan Archimagus. An Archimagus? I like the sound of that. Very well, now that the pressing matter of what to call ourselves has been settled, it is time we set forth to brave the outer defenses of the Crystal Tower. Is everyone ready to depart? You bet your sweet pippy. Ready! Esteemed colleagues, the secrets of ancient Allega of ancient Alleg. Second, let's not keep them waiting any longer. Adventurer, you and I will join the engineers at the Crystal Tower's main gateway, where we will endeavor to neutralize the structure's outer defenses. Rambrose, meanwhile, will remain here and oversee the operation. Given my knowledge of Allegan history, it seems logical that I should lead the expedition myself, though I admit the role does not exactly befit my status as an observer. So we can but make use of the resources at hand. Assuming all are in agreement, let us proceed forthwith to the large, lopsided gate found to the southeast. Oh, it's that gate. Fucking. Right, that person just fucking broke. The Crystal Tower lies beyond this portal. Now comes the interesting part. Sid, you are the only one of our number who has ever crossed this threshold. I ask that you take the lead for the present. I say, the energy radiating from these statues is palpable. Lucky for us that it is. One might otherwise stroll past them. Feast your eyes on the elemental defenses which prompted our lengthy preparations. These sentinels prevent would-be intruders from advancing to within 20 yalms of the tower's inner reaches. Well, damn. No matter how swift they may be. Happily, the crystal fangs we took such pains to craft should spare us the inconvenience of instantaneous annihilation. Here, allow me to demonstrate. Chief, it's too dangerous to allow anyone else to risk his life testing one? Quite right. I made the damn things. It's my job to see that they work. Oh, damn. You get to keep the fang too. Success! I for one am convinced. Friends, ready your fangs. Last one is yours, old friend. It seemed only right. Ooh, doggy. Haha, we did it. So much for the outer defenses. Indeed, the entrance to the tower is near at hand. My blood fairly sings with anticipation. Speaking of blood, I have a proposal for the next stage of the expedition. I suggest we wait here while Sarah's and a hand-picked party of her adventuring companions enter. What? Without us? I thought we came here to survey the entire structure. We did, and we will, but our investigations must proceed at a more measured pace. The outside of the palace is this well defended. Can you imagine what awaits us on the inside? Only a true hero could reasonably hope to brave the hazards ahead and live to tell the tale. Sarah's here fits that description better than anyone I know. And it is not as if we shall be idle in her absence. While Sarah's and her companions are risking life or limb to beat us path towards the tower, we can set about analyzing this rubble for evidence of how its technologies function. Your knowledge of ancient lore would be invaluable in this endeavor, historian Garahatia. Bah, do you ever tire of being right, old man? Saris, as it seems I won't be accompanying you, allow me to at least provide some instruction. The maze that surrounds the base of the tower is known as the Labyrinth of the Ancient. During this initial foray, I suggest you concentrate on ridding the place of hostile elements. When you are reasonably certain the maze is secure, contact me via link shell and we shall join you post haste no matter what Master Garland says. Though we would prefer if any relics you encounter remain intact, you have leave to do whatever it is necessary to secure ingress to the upper levels of the tower. Fortune go with you, Cyrus. Labyrinth of the Ancients now. Literally everything else. Oh, well, look at that. I guess that worked. Would have figured it would take a long ass time to get it working to actually find one in Duty Finder, considering it's only 4 people. Crystal Tower Labyrinth of the Ancient. Oh my god. This is pretty cool though. Oh my god. If it's kind of in my way and I can't move it at all, huh? I'm just gonna follow everyone. Fucking Christ. Once I get the chance, I'm gonna try to move this shit out of my way. God. So many spell effects. Jesus Christ. I'm just shooting away my arrows. Oh God. Oh God. What's happening here? Huh. It came back to life. You know what? I'll stay with all these guys. Live it again? I just followed everybody. What's this? Look at us. We're kind of just fucking around it. Damn it. Put him in a different spot later. Oh, okay. Oh my god. Hey, click on the thing. Jesus Christ. I'm just gonna follow with everybody else. I already should have looked this up right before I went into it. smashes in the water. What the fuck? This. What the fuck is happening? Oh boy. All the pillow tones that just went off. King Behemoth. Aha. Right behind me. Oh god. My god. Danger bongos. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh god. Look at dying over here. Oh, well, we did it. It's a little bit confusing. What is happening there? Oh my god. Well, I wasn't even there. Oh my god, what was that? Oh, there. Guess all that happened. Hey, we did it. Oh my god, so much loot. Alright, I guess that worked out. A little bit confused there. I think I got through that. Hey, to you guys. Oh, there's Sarah's. Very impressive, I must say. Your name shall be writ large in the volumes that are sure to be penned on this historic expedition. The scale of the structure defies comprehension. Someone plainly thought bigger was better. According to the findings of my Baldessian colleagues, the Crystal Tower was constructed to collect and store the endless energies of the sun. A characteristically ambitious undertaking. Now what are the tower's inner defenses? Judging by your haggard expression, clearing out the labyrinth was no small feat. A giant of a man wielding a shimmering scimitar, you say? Yes, that will have been Phlegethon, not Acheron. Phlegethon, he was a hero of the Alagan Revolution. Can you glean that from what exactly? His choice of weapon? Well, I am a historian, and I have a certain, shall we say, affinity for the lore of the Alagan Empire. It is, of course, all knowledge gleaned from musty scrolls and tomes. The ancient texts claim that the Crystal Tower is defended by the champions of Eld, resurrected and augmented through the Alagans' extraordinary technology. Chef, you need to see this. Chief. I can't speak to Goran now. Oh god. Oh my god. Well, there it is, the foot of the tower. What surprises do you have in store for us, I wonder? I can't tell you how glad I am to have you with us on this little jaunt, old friend. Had you not beaten a path through that maze, I very much doubt we'd be standing here now. Well, we have much to discuss and digest. Little regard to St. Coinnoch's find for the present, and there plan our next step. Lest there be any doubt, our expedition has some way to go yet. Oh. Did it. A little confusing at some points, but I did it. I got this stuff. Oh, I got a Legathon card. Wow. So good of you to join us, Ceres. Our meeting would be dull indeed without a full account of your experiences in the labyrinth. Take a moment to collect yourself, and when you are ready, we shall debate how best to proceed. The Fellowship of Noah being accounted for, it is time this assembly was called to order. Rambros will be presiding over the meeting, if you would be so kind as to inform him of your readiness to proceed. Welcome back, Ceres. I have just been reading about your encounter in the Labyrinth of the Ancients. It pleases me greatly to note that you seem none the worse for the experience. For your reference, I have added my own notes to Garaha's preliminary expedition report, begun compiling a Crystal Tower survey log. The information contained therein will be available to you at all times. If you have any questions, you need only ask. Now, if there are no objections, I shall begin with the summary of Expedition's key accomplishments. In the course of this, our first foray into the grounds of the Crystal Tower, we succeeded in neutralizing the structure's outer defenses, before proceeding to secure the maze surrounding the base of the spire. According to Ceres' account, the labyrinth's defenses were most emphatically active. Disturbingly, her report also mentions a violent encounter with a sentry heavily augmented by Elagan technology. In short, our misgivings were well founded. The Crystal Tower was not simply thrust above ground by a chaotic shifting of Earth. It has somehow been reawoken. If, as seems increasingly likely, the tower's secrets should prove too dangerous to share with the world, we will have no choice but to contain them. Short of leveling the place, this will almost certainly involve returning its mechanisms to a state of dormancy. To do that, however, we will first need to address the question of how they work. The answer to which must surely be waiting for us inside the tower itself. In conclusion, that is where we must go. A task rather easier said than done if the perils of the labyrinth are any indication. Then I move that all further exploration of the tower be delayed until such time as an exhaustive analysis of the structure's defenses has been completed. Master Garland, may I entrust this task to you? It would be my pleasure. Don't forget about us. Like you said, Chief, we founded the Ironworks to make sure that technology was used for the right reasons. That means making sure it's not used for the wrong ones. We wouldn't be doing our jobs if we didn't see this through to the end. Lads, well, I hope you're ready for some back-breaking chores. Well, everything seems to be in hand here, so I shall take my leave of you for the present. If I am to witness this valiant tale unfold with mine own eyes, I must needs hone my martial skills ere we ascend the spire. You'll do nothing of the sort, Guraha. Your knowledge may prove useful to Master Garland's investigation. As an observer, I am not strictly speaking subject to your authority. Pray do not mistake my intent, Ceres. I am well aware that I shall never be a match for one with your innate talents, however hard I train. Be that as it may, pray do not allow your skills to rust from disuse during the coming pause. It will need you fighting fit if our subsequent forays are to prove as productive as this one. Mark me, we have not yet caught more than the briefest glimpse of that which time has obscured. Soon, however, we shall cast off the veil and gaze upon the glory of the Elagan Empire. And with that encouraging thought in mind, it is time to bring this assembly to a close. Let us all focus on the tasks at hand, that our next expedition may begin all the sooner. Meeting adjourned. That tower, Jesus. Ow. Such a terrible mess. But it does leave the door wide open, so to speak. One cannot help but be impressed. I'm beginning to understand the reliance you place on adventurers, old friend. So this is the legacy the Allegan Empire left behind. If my readings are correct, the energy source waiting atop the tower is a match for even the ultimate weapon. More than a match. Hehehe. New toy for me to play with. Oh boy. Oh, it's Nero. About to say. I believe the fates had conspired to deny me my just rewards once again, but it would seem they had a greater destiny in mind for me. And so long as my ambition burns, I shall strive to seize it. The dream lives on, Sid. Do not disappoint me. Didn't they have like, should we have like put guards here? Just in case, since the doors were wide open.